Hello. I'm Harper. That's my name. What do I got going on right now? Not much. Still don't have a job, which sucks. I want a job. Low-key, I really, really do. The CVS pharmacy tech position. Hopefully they're going to either give me a yes or no soon, because I really wanted that position. But if I don't get it, oh well. I just applied to some insurance place, and as like a computer boy, receptionist kind of thing. So it pays basically the same, depending on like the amount of experience you have. But I'm pretty good with computers. So yeah, that's that. Soon, hopefully, because I need some money, because I'm here. Originally, my plan was to go in the Air Force after the summer was over. And that is no longer my plan. Like, I had everything set up on my recruiter. It was good. But one day, I wore this hat to a party. Actually, I'm going to keep that on. That looks good. I wore this hat to a party. And it was with my girlfriend Morgan, who was still here at the time, and our friend Miranda. And she's great. It was a Mexican party. That's what it was. And it was fun. It was a birthday party. A Mexican birthday party. It was just a birthday party, and the girl was Mexican. But, it was that kind of style of party. It was a lot more fun than parties that are white. So, no, but I knew a lot of people there. It was really fun, actually. Actually, it was a good time. Free drinks. Said happy birthday to the birthday girl, and yeah, new people there. So that was cool. Met people. It was just a good night. And me and Morgan go back to the car, just on the hood. We're just making out loud. It's nice. Me. But I don't know why I'm walking over there. The cops are coming. I just hit a cart, which was my first time doing that in a long ass time. Because I haven't smoked in a good few months as of now. I'm still okay. Look at this. Views. I quit for almost 2 weeks. I felt great. I felt better than I ever have. I've been doing this for almost 2 years, maybe. Not long. Probably don't got the lung. I hope. So, take a look. Take a look at this. Does that make it look cool or stupid? Cool or stupid? Like, cool or stupid? Be honest. Fuck. There's like nothing left in there. I'm doing, the thing that everyone says when they're quitting. They're like, oh, it's just the last one. But seriously, I don't know. Sell this battery. Maybe keep it as like a decoration. No. It's just not a good idea. Because, everything feels better when you're not doing this shit, Like, drinking feels better. Sleeping feels better. It's weird. I've looked into this. But, different things impact your REM sleep. For some reason, this really affects my REM sleep. I don't dream when I'm, like, there'll be, like, a one every, like, 2 weeks or something, or, like, a month. But, like, if I don't do this for a while, like, give it a few days, I start dreaming every day. And I think that's great. Because there was a moment there I was like, fuck, I miss dreaming a lot. But I was just doing this every day. Still kind of am. And, I don't know. I'm, excited to get that back. I went to senior week and nobody there did this kind of thing except me and my girlfriend, but I had already not been doing it for like a week almost at that point, so I was chilling. And when I'm around her, I don't really feel the need to do it. I don't know why. I love her. But yeah. So there's like nothing left in here. Still doesn't smell burnt yet. I'm gonna It's getting there though. I don't like to do that on camera because oh fuck. I don't like doing that on camera because it's a dirty habit, you know. A lot of things, but I don't know. I don't feel cool doing it. It's not like a cigarette. I think I've told this story before, but my cigarette burn cannot see it in this lighting, can you? You can kind of see it right there. Right. What if we swap the lighting real quick? What if we were to do a bow wow? Oh shit. Blue light? Is that cool? Now I'm blue. There's this lump in my hand too. It's been growing. Should I get that checked out? I am a little worried about it, but then you can see it, the cigarette burn there or here. Kind of. I should probably just grab a flashlight on it, but I don't feel like doing that. I'll keep it blue for a little bit longer. Sure, that's fun. What was I saying? Cigarettes are cool. Smoking cigarettes is really cool, but I promised myself this would be my first and last. Pretty sure it wasn't my first. I just tell everyone that. My grandpa died smoking cigarettes. My dad's probably going to, but I won't. So says for that. So, yeah, that's cool, I guess. Back to not doing this as much. Yeah, I'm done. I will be giving updates, I promise. It'll be good. It'll be great. Oh, and sex is better too. Your circulatory system. Circulatory system. I mean, just works better. I stand up fast 2 times. I stand up too fast sometimes. And I get really lightheaded. I'm I'll almost fall over. And sometimes I think it's not eating right or not drinking enough water. But when I start focusing on these things more, it doesn't really change anything. I think it might, but then I'm just I'm not doing anything those days, and then it happens. I'm fuck. I think it's that also. I cough sometimes. I have a cough on occasion, so it's a better idea to just stop doing that. I think everyone can agree on that, but it just feels so good. Oh, especially these fucking guys, okay? Menthol views. I've gone through every color battery they've ever had, and it's something so clean about them, you know? When I'm on mushrooms, this thing feels so good. But also, it feels good to do mushrooms without it. Also, it's probably better, because the thing I'm starting to understand about psychedelics is it's not a showcase. It's not a. I'm trying to say it's like a key, you know, to a lot of doors. Kind of like that tree that is the many possibilities. The fucking, you know what I'm talking about? Morgan would hate me. What am I talking about? The fig tree. I don't even look that shit up. I know that by heart. So yeah, the fig tree is anything you can do in your life and all the possibilities, and basically, you know, all the windows you can go through. A door closes a window. I'm just shitting out of my ass through my mouth right now. So, but here's what I'm trying to say about psychedelics. It's a key that can open any door, really, to any mindset or thought. And you don't need it, but I really don't know what I'm trying to say. It's a good thought though. Maybe I should just stand here and try to think about it. Because I think it's part of the reason I am the way I am now, right? I think a lot of that is because of Morgan too. I think our first trip together was the way it was because of who we are deep down, and I think if it was with someone else, I wouldn't have the same outlook on them. I'd still probably do them because it's insane, but insane how good they are. I don't do them often. Maybe like a few months here and there, like 6 months. Maybe sometimes more recent than that. Maybe I'm not going to be doing it for a while, because I once saw a TikTok about a guy I just saw a bunch of TikToks and like comments about how they like were getting off it, like kicking it like this, like acting like it's something they're addicted to, something they need. And I think that's a really dangerous way of thinking. Like, I understand completely, because the way you feel is just kind of whole, kind of like good about everything. And up until you take too much, and then you're like, even then, I get it. And I'm scared of that. I don't want that to happen. I don't want my addiction genes to take this thing that I find beautiful and destroy it for myself. All that to say is it's like a key. Mushrooms are like a key. Because it leads into any way of thinking. I'm just saying what I already said. I don't know. Anyways, back to everything before that I was talking about. We were at that party, and the cops came. And Morgan really wanted to go. She was scared, and she couldn't drive. And there was this other girl in the back of the car. I think it was the birthday girl's sister. And I was driving, and I got pulled over because my high beams weren't out within 500 feet. I didn't know it had to be 500 feet. They were off 100 feet. Pretty bad. It was pretty bad, granted, but I get pulled over, and I wasn't like drunk. I could drive perfect. There's a zero tolerance policy for anybody under the age of 21, so I am facing a DUI. And so that's why I can't go to the Air Force, because I won't have my license, and it sucks. My life plan here, this little beginning part of my adulthood, is taken away by an action that I decided to take, and that sucks. My friend Randall also got one same night. But her situation's a bit worse, a lot worse than mine. I remember the morning after, I couldn't sleep. We were at Morgan's house, and I just was looking up lawyers, looking up, like, can I still go in the Air Force? Like, is it worth it being a pilot? That was my goal after the Air Force, is, try flight school and stuff. But it doesn't look like that's something I'm going to be doing with my life now. And, again, that sucks. For a minute there, I considered killing myself. It wasn't a serious thought. I don't know, it just kind of, it was just a feeling of regret that I don't think I've ever had. Like, I regret things that I've done before, but something about, I don't know, just the future I saw for myself and my family, and with my future with Morgan, it just kind of felt like it was all being taken away because I'm an idiot. I didn't have to get on the road, and nobody should if they are under the influence. In the place I am at, they do not run the ADT or ART, whatever it's called, to sponge it from your record, so essentially it will be there forever. And I know with time it will get better, but I mean, that moment of weakness I had when I was sitting looking at Morgan sleeping really cutely. Is that creepy? No, I love her. That's fun. And it was just like, fuck. I was calling people and I was sending emails, and I don't have money for any of that. I don't have money for fines. I don't have money for the lawyer. Morgan fronted me the first $900 to pay for the preliminary hearing, and my lawyer's great. He's a really great guy. But it sucks. The cop pulls me over. He's like, "You been drinking? Smells like it. Smells like alcohol in here. I'll tell you that right now." I'm like, "No, sir. Nope." He was like, "All right, step out. Feels ready." And I did it. I like, obviously. The only thing I failed on, I failed this in school because they were testing me for if I was high or not. I wasn't. At that point, I don't think I was ever high in school once. But it was like you have to have one leg up. Oh, fuck. My balance is just off. I don't know why. And it's to count, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he had my eyes closed. I think that was just the school test, but I'm struggling with it now. And so I think he told me to count up to something just until he told me to stop. And eventually I stopped and put my foot down, and that was the third test that he did. And that was the only one I did bad on, but then breathalyzer, and, under 21, so it didn't fucking matter what was on there. If it was anything above a 0. So, yeah. He put me in the back of the car and told me that I should, and I wasn't high either. I don't, that card hit was small. It was just like, she offered it to me. I was like, okay. But he offered to take me to the station for blood work, or go to the, I think, hospital probably for blood work. And I said no, which is an automatic 1-year suspension on your license. So that sucks. But so I'm not gonna have my license for at least a year coming up here. Those are bars. But then they let Morgan drive home. And I don't know how much of this I should be talking about, actually, online. But that's fine. I said no. And then we left. I'm never going to do that again. It's kind of like the no cigarettes thing. Like, even if I think I can, I'm not going to. It's not worth it. I have been in my family's vehicle of choice, a Honda Odyssey, been struck by a drunk driver. He was a very smooth criminal. He was very drunk, and when he hit us, I turned around. I was the only one in the back of the van. I could turn around, and I saw his face. He was just nothing. It was just, and that scared me for a while. And yeah, I don't know. Sticks with you, things like that, So I don't know why I would ever do something that could possibly put someone in that same situation, even though I know it wouldn't. But that's not an excuse, Morgan told me to do ASMR. So, there you go. I need to pee, so I'm probably gonna go do that. But sorry, this one was kind of a downer. I hope you guys don't drink and drive. It's not worth it in almost every case, unless you're saving somebody. I don't know. I think there's situations where a lot of things, should happen for a reason. Like, I would break the cigarette rule if, it was a gun to my wife's head, or my daughter or my dog. I'm gonna puff, or I'm gonna drink and drive but not in any other. What I'm trying to say is I'm not gonna do that again.